guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be setting up my June sinking funds. I'm also going to be closing out my May sinking funds. So we're going to do that whole process together. This video is going to be very, very long. I can already tell you guys that, but I wanted to just kind of pop in and not only set up my sinking funds, but also show you guys the process of closing them out. I feel like with sinking funds, especially when you have quite a few like we do, sometimes it feels a little overwhelming to actually like close them out. And so I just wanted to show you guys that process, what I found to make it easier. Today is the new monthly planner launch, which is super exciting. I currently use the 7x9 monthly planner. This one actually goes from January until December. So I will not start the new version until January, but I wanted to quickly mention that if you're wanting to pick up the new version, that's definitely something that you can do starting today. I know a lot of people have been wanting to pick one up. I actually was sent one, which is super sweet, of the Erin Condren team. So here's kind of a quick view of it. I will probably be using this one just for like testing out stickers and all of that, but I do want to pick one up for, you know, January through December. This one is a July through June version. So if I am understanding correctly with how they're doing this launch, I'm pretty sure that the versions that are available are 7x9, which is the size that I use, and then 8.5x11. Unfortunately, there's no A5 size, which is, I know, something that a lot of people have been wanting. You can get the Flora design, which is really pretty, or you can do the mid-century circles. Honestly, I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I may just go with the mid-century circles because I love the Flora design, but it just makes it a little bit harder to cover up something, so we'll see. But this is kind of what it's looking like. There's not a ton of changes, I don't think, to the planner. You do get, of course, the monthly view, and then you get like the little dashboard page. You still get all of these sheets in between. So that's kind of nice and flexible. Again, I use this for budgeting, but there's a lot of different uses that you can use for it. And I just wanted to really quickly show you guys that my sticker kits that are currently out will fit perfectly in the new planner. So you can see I did like a little transaction log here. So no worries about like reformats or anything like that. The only thing that will change is obviously the monthly views. So if you're using the more updated monthly view, just make sure that you're purchasing the 2021-2022 version of the monthly view. But yeah, this will be available obviously today. Like I mentioned, I will have a link if you want to purchase it down below. Just super fun. So I will be picking up the 8.5x11 just to test out stickers, and then also picking up one for myself starting in January. But just wanted to quickly mention that because I noticed that it was up today. So let's start by going through our sinking funds. So here are my May sinking funds. There are lots of pages in this planner. You definitely have like plenty of space to do everything that you need to do. For the most part, I would say that like 2 pages for my sinking funds are just fine. But as you can see, we did have a lot of transactions for this month in May, and so I just used a sticky note to mark some of the other expenses that we had. So the way that I like to handle like closing my sinking funds is I like to kind of go one by one and put in the amounts that we spent and then kind of go from there. So I'm going to start like at the top of my transaction log, and that's the way that I personally like to do it. I do have an Erin Condren highlighter, so what I'll do is as I'm recording them, I will highlight the line just so I know where I left off. So let's start with medical because that is the first item that we have here. So the first one is $29.83, and like I said, I will just go through and highlight the item as I am going. So medical, and then we'll look and see if there's any other medical. So we have $98.24. So I'll highlight that as well. And then see if there's any other medical. And I think that was it for medical. So that brings us to a total of $128.07 for medical. So I will just put that here. So minus $128.07. 28.07. And what I normally would do is at this point, I would just kind of see what we're leaving off with, so what our ending balance is. So we started off with 44.20, we added 50, and then we spent 128.07. So that means we are negative with that sinking fund of 33.87. All of our sinking funds, just an FYI, are in the same checking account. So if this one's negative, the other ones will kind of float that balance temporarily. I don't really like to have negative sinking fund balances, but things happen, and the nice thing about it is the next month, as soon as I add in the sinking fund money that we're adding, it'll even out and be okay. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to entertainment, because that's the second item here. So I know we've had a lot of entertainment, and this one is definitely probably over because we did have some, you know, more expensive dates and stuff. So I know for sure in June, we will be adding money to that and catching up a little bit. So the first one is $40. I'm not gonna go into what all of these amounts were for because I've already talked about them in my weekly check-ins, but if you're wanting more of an explanation, that's definitely where you can get it. So $40, and then we have $9.55. And then we have $8.59. And we have $6.11. We have $19.02. You can see lots of like little tiny things here. And then Jason and I actually went on a date night. That was $82.73. And then we had some more here, so $12.58. We normally do not go on, we have not gone on a date night in forever, but we went to dinner and a movie, and it was just super nice. So I feel like we kind of went, I know we kind of celebrated a little bit more than what we normally would have just because it's been so long, which is totally okay. So that brings us to a total, holy moly, of $210.77, which is a lot. But let's see how, you know, what we had left there. So like I said, we spent $210.77, and we had $134.05 in that fund. So that means that we are negative by $76.72. So every month I put in $100 for our entertainment. So just, you know, for next month, I know that we really don't have a ton of money for date nights or anything like that. And that's completely okay. We honestly don't really have date nights every month. If we do, it's kind of like, oh, let's just go get a snack with the girls or something. You know, we don't really do the whole dinner and a movie thing every single month. It's more just kind of like a treat. So yeah, we'll definitely catch up, you know, in June with that. Next, we're gonna work on Christmas. So this is Christmas and gifts. So we spent $20. I keep moving that out of the way, but I need that on that side. Okay, so Christmas, $20, and then we had $16.91. We had like Jason's birthday, Mother's Day, so lots of expenses coming out here. $12.72, $26.54. I think we also had like Teacher Appreciation Day, 2020, $100. You can see how like this, just highlighting it just makes it easier to see what's going on. Then we had 80 and 60. Lots and lots of stuff this time. Then we had 28 for a friend's kid's birthday. Is that it? I think that is it for Christmas. Does that bring, whoo, wow. That's expensive. $364, $65. So yeah, lots. I mean, with Mother's Day and Christmas, and then, or Mother's Day, Jason's birthday, and then other stuff, it just adds up, guys, I'm telling you. I'm just gonna double check that because I just wanna make sure that I didn't miss anything. I feel like with some of this stuff, especially when I'm filming, it's just easier to double check just so that I know that I'm getting the amounts correct and I didn't make some mistake here. So 28. 364.65. Okay, so we had 550.11, we added 250, and then we spent 364.65. So we currently have $435.46. So we're doing just fine in that account. That again is for like Christmas. It's also for like birthday gifts and stuff like that. So by the time that Christmas rolls around, we'll be in good shape there. Next is going to be golf. So this is for anytime that Jason goes golfing. So we have $9 there. Again, I just kind of go in order of when the transactions happened. I feel like that's just easier to keep track of everything. And then we had another $9. He really just goes to the driving range because like actually going golfing it just takes up a lot of time. It's hard to schedule it too because the weather has been just so weird. So golf, Jason has spent $18 this month, and he had 110 plus 25 minus 18. So he has 117 currently in that account. Okay, next is gonna be diapers, and I think we only had that one transaction. So I think it's just $14.78. So I'm pretty sure that we'll definitely have diapers that we'll have to purchase in June. But we haven't been adding any money to that because we have like $200 and we honestly don't need that much. We don't tend to like do huge purchases where we need that much. So we're good there. Next is gonna be home maintenance, so $38.88. We did have that plumbing issue, but that I decided to just have like as an unbudgeted item so that we wouldn't completely blow our sinking fund for that. Then we had $25.10 and then $6.73. So for the month, oops, I keep taking off the wrong caps. For the month, we spent $70.71. A lot of this is just like getting things for around the house, so whether it be outside or if we need something for inside. So we had $292 and we spent $70.71, which means that we currently have $221.38. Next, we're gonna move on to car maintenance. So car maintenance, we spent $44.22. I know Jason's gonna take my car in, so we'll have another expense in June. $46.60. And that's it for car maintenance. So that's $90.82. And we had $564.80. We put in $50 and then we spent $90.82. So we currently have $523.98. So doing well there. And then we had some like one-off things. So tolls of $20. I think I added more to this for June because I know that it's been just piling up a little bit. So we put in 10, we spent 18.35 and then spent another 20. So we're negative by 28.35. Definitely more negatives than I'm used to, but that's okay. They'll get straightened out in June. And then I purchased some clothes. I just got some tank tops from Target. So those were $49. So we had 50, then we had leftover $7.57. I spent 49, which means that I have $8.57. So we can mark that off. And then the only other item that we had that we haven't recorded was my beauty. I picked up some more foundation and some more face wash. I like to actually have a like I have like this foam acne wash that I use, and I like to have one in the shower and also one in our like half bath because that's where I wash my face all the time. So I decided to pick one of those up because my other one was done. So I had $116.13 in the account. I spent $54.28, which means that I currently have $61.85. So those are all the transactions, and that's how I kind of go through. I feel like the way that I do it, again, a lot of this is you just have to find something that works for you, but I feel like the way that I do it with the highlighters and just starting from the beginning, finding everything that relates to that category and just kind of going from there just makes it feel a lot less overwhelming. Because again, when you have a whole page of transactions, I just feel like it feels so overwhelming. And we have a lot of transactions, we have a lot of sinking funds, and I do everything on paper, so it's easier for me to do it this way. But again, just find what works best for you. I just figured I'd kind of mention that because I know that sometimes seeing other people's process helps with creating your own and finding something that works. So now we're gonna go into like the other categories that didn't have transactions that occurred, but of course we have to still like put the ending balance. So I like to just put in a 0 for all of those, just so I know that I didn't miss something. Okay, and then we can kind of go from there. So I'm gonna flip this over here and we'll start with the first one. So we had $300, we added $150. So our car insurance now has $450. Next is car tags. We had $79.44. We added $35. So now we have $114.44. Chapbooks, we had $56.09. We added 10. So now we have $66.09. And I need to like organize pictures and all of that pretty soon because we really need to like get some more of those books. I know like I have a bunch of pictures in my thing. I just haven't gone through and favorited any. And I also haven't taken very many either. So anyway, next is Jason's clothes. So he had $167.09. We added 50. So now he has $217.09. The girls had $182.70. We added 100. So that brings us to $282.70. Macy will definitely need some new running shoes, like some gym shoes, so we'll be picking those up in June. Costco, we have $20. This is just for our Costco membership. Diapers, we had $291. We spent $14.78, so that brings us to a total of $186.13. Family pictures, we had $183.50. We added 25, so that brings us to $208.50. Trash, we added nothing. We didn't take anything out, so we have $82.86. For vacation, we had $994.32. We added $250. So that brings us to a total of $1,244.32. And then for water, we had $75.62. We added 50, so that brings us to a total of $125.62. Okay, so now is the fun part where I will go through and add up all of the amounts that we have spent. I'll add up all of the ending, and hopefully when I take this plus this minus this, that is what we're left off with. But this is always the part that, like, I don't know, the accountant in me loves this because I'm like, okay, if it ends up being right, like that's good, but if it's not, then it's really frustrating, especially on camera. So I'm pretty sure the last couple of times I've done it right. I didn't have any mistakes, but we'll see. So if my calculations are correct, we spent $1,021.08. And I'm just gonna double check that again because there's nothing more frustrating than going through this whole process and realizing that you messed something up. So I just wanna verify. And it would be good, like, if you really care about how your spread looks, if you wanna make sure that it still looks cute, I would recommend like maybe writing it on paper before you put it on your sticker, because I have had times where I had to white it out. But for me, like, this month is pretty much done. This is more just like record keeping instead of like making it cute, because of course I've already done this month. But again, just do what works best for you. So I'm gonna go through and add up all of the ending balances now. So 61.85, 450, 532.98, 114, 44, 66.09, 435.46, 217.09, 282.70, 857, 20, 186, 13. And then you have some negatives, 76.72 plus 208.50, 117, 221, 38. Okay, I have to add 8 cents there. Minus 33.87 minus 28.35 plus 82.86 plus 1244.32 plus 125.62. I'm gonna write this on a separate piece of paper because I know I made a few mistakes there. So I just have a sticky note. And again, if it wasn't for the fact that I know that I messed up a few things there and I had to like kind of manually do it, I would just write it down. But again, it's frustrating when you're doing that. So I'm gonna do this little bottom part here now. So 37.38.13 plus 15.10 minus 1,021.08. Oh my goodness, I got it right. Again, I told you, it hasn't been that way all the time. So that brings us to a total remaining balance in May of $4,227.05. So that is good to go. So that is what it looks like to close out my sinking funds. Again, it seems like an overwhelming process every time I'm going to do it, but like you saw, it's not that bad. Like, it's not too bad at all. So now I am all ready to set up my sinking funds for June. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab my rough draft sinking funds so that I can put in my categories, and then I'll move everything over. So I have my June stuff here. So I'm just gonna start with my categories. I'll kind of talk you guys through what everything is for. But yeah, that is pretty much how I close my sinking funds. Again, I like to every once in a while just show that because I don't do it in every setup video, but I feel like it's helpful to see. Okay, so for categories, the first category that we have is beauty. This is for my makeup and face wash. I don't include like my eyelashes, I don't include haircuts or anything like that in there. I do have some like more expensive type of foundation and face wash, so it just kind of covers that. I've noticed in the past that if I didn't set up a sinking fund for it, that every few months I would have like $100 expense, and I just wanted to even it out a little bit. So that's kind of why I have that sinking fund. Next, we have some car related items. So we have our car insurance. We do pay our car insurance every 6 months. So we pay like in advance, we get a discount. It's really nice. And we've been doing that since we got married. So we put a little bit aside, or a sixth of it aside every month for that. Next, we have car maintenance. So this is for like oil changes and any other like major repairs that we need to do. Luckily, we haven't had anything, so that account is pretty well funded, but in the event that we need something done, like new tires or whatever, we have the money there. Next, we have our car tags. So in Illinois, we have to get like a sticker every year and renew our registration. So that is for that. And then we have chapbooks, which I mentioned before. It's kind of like a photo book for the girls. So we have one for each girl, and Macy has over 20. Mila has, I think, 4 or 5. But it's just a way of keeping pictures handy, and it's really nice for like events. Like for Macy's first birthday, we brought all of her chapbooks and people could look through them and see how she grew. It was really fun. Okay, so after that we have Christmas. So again, this is for like actual Christmas, but also like any birthdays or any other types of things that we have going on. Then we have clothes. So we like to have a clothes sinking fund for everybody. So we have one for Jason, we have one for the girls combined, and then one for myself. The reason why the girls are combined is because we do have a lot of clothes from when Macy was Mila's age, and so for the most part Mila is using Macy's old clothes, but there's occasionally times where, like, you know, she just needs extra shorts, or like a lot of Macy stuff got ruined, and so we're just buying like little things here or there. Next is Costco. So this is again for our Costco membership, so we just save like $5 a month for that. Then we have diapers. So this is like for diapers and wipes for Mila. We have entertainment for anything fun that we want to do. So this could be like a date night. This could be like, you know, walking up and getting ice cream to celebrate something. This could be going out to dinner with people, or like, you know, treating someone to dinner or lunch or something. We have family pictures. Then we have golf for Jason. So Jason loves to go golfing, and it's just nice to have some money set aside. Golf could definitely add up. So this golf sinking fund is no way like supposed to pay for all of his golf. He uses his allowance for a lot of it, but just a little bit for when he does want to go. Then we have home maintenance. So this is for any repairs or anything like that we have in our home. We were planning to sell our home and move into a new home, and so we weren't really funding the home maintenance as much as we should have been. So that's kind of why, like with the recent plumbing issue, we weren't able to fund it with our sinking funds. But hopefully, you know, the longer that we're at our house, if things come up, we'll have the money set aside. Then we have medical. So this is for like medical bills or dental bills, and we may need to add more to this, but for right now we're just gonna keep it the same. And then we have tolls. We do have like an iPass here, so this is just for like going on the highway. We have our trash, because our trash is actually paid every 3 months. And then vacation. So I don't know if we're gonna go on any type of vacation anytime soon, but it would be really nice to. And then water. Our water and sewer is paid every 2 months. So those are all of our sinking funds, and you can't see all of them. So at the bottom, I'm just gonna put in our totals line. This is just an easy way to see what we have going on. I'm going to draw in our lines, and then we can add in what our beginning balances are, and then put in what we're adding for the month. It's kind of nice like doing the closeout on camera so that I can put the beginning balance in. Again, it doesn't feel as overwhelming when you do the whole highlighter trick, I found, but I know like sometimes when I have to set up my entire budget, it's a lot. Like, I mean, I feel like if you just kind of set aside time to do it in pieces, it doesn't feel as bad. Okay, so now I have to find my sinking fund page. So that I can see what our beginning and ending balances are. Okay, so $61.85, then $450, $523.98, $114.44. Chapbook $66.09, $435, $46, $217.09, $282.70, $857, $20. Diapers is $186.13. Entertainment is negative $76.72. Family pictures is $208.50. $117. Home maintenance is $221.38. Is it 38? Yeah. 38. And then medical is $33.87. 28.35. Trash is $82.86. Vacation is $125.62. 125.62. Okay, and then we ended with 4,227.05. Okay, so that is our beginning balance. If I had my sinking funds on this page, which, why did I switched it again, didn't I? Oh, I don't know why I keep switching it between. Maybe because it's hard to write the ending balance? Probably. That's probably why I did it. Oh well. Anyway, so now we can go on to what we're adding for the month. So this amount really does not change a ton, but that's okay. Every month we kind of switch it up a little bit. So we'll kind of go into what we're adding for the month. Again, I've kind of talked about what the categories are, so I'm not going to go a ton into it. So the first thing that we're adding is beauty. So we add $50 per month for that. Car insurance is always $150. Car maintenance is $50. As our cars continue to get older and as we may have more repairs, we may add a little bit more to that. But right now, like my car is in really good shape. It's a 2013 and Jason's car is a 2018. So we're really not experiencing a ton of issues with the cars, and we do have quite a bit in there. So hopefully that'll be a good amount for now. Car tags are $35 per month. Chapbooks, we add in $10 per month. Christmas and gifts, we add in $250. Clothes for each person, so Jason gets $50. The girls get $100, again, because there are 2 people. And then I get $50. Costco, we do $5 per month. Diapers, I believe we're doing none. Oh no, I added 100 in. Okay, I guess we're doing 100. I think I just wanted to be safe there. For entertainment, what in the world did I do here? Why did I do $25? Oh, I messed these up. Yeah, I moved them all up. I didn't realize it. Okay, so that's where white out comes in. Really handy. So we're gonna add in nothing for diapers. We're gonna add in $100 for entertainment. I believe $25 for family pictures, $25 for golf, $250 for home maintenance. Medical, we're gonna do $50. Tolls, we're just gonna do $20. Trash, we're doing $0. Vacation, $250. And water, we're gonna do $50. So that brings us to a total of $1,520. And so now, okay, you couldn't see any of that. Sorry about that. I always forget that I'm zoomed in when I'm in. So now that that is all done, okay, so now that that is all done, what I'll do is I will take a look at my checking account for the sinking funds and see what the balance is. So let's just do this on camera really quick because I feel like it comes in handy for you guys to see this. I'm not going to show you my banking app or anything like that. I feel like that would not be very smart on my part. But right now, our current balance in this account is $4,600 $420.68. That's how much we currently have. So if I subtract out what we should have, so 4,227.05 plus 1,520, we are negative by $1,126.37. So what I will do is I will take a little sticky note and I will kind of make a note to myself that that is how much I need to add to sinking funds. So when I go to get cash out, I will deposit this into our sinking fund account. It will come from our like normal checking account. I'll put it into our sinking fund account. That way we are starting off with that balance in our account. Again, I just kind of true it up every single month. So this is exactly how I'll do it. I'll wait until the end of the month, see what our beginning balance is. I'll see what we're adding, and then I will add whatever amount that I need to make our sinking fund equal this balance, if that makes sense. If people handle it differently, you could use, honestly, I have a debit card. I could use my debit card anytime that I purchase anything from our sinking funds. I personally just like to use our credit card, our Discover credit card, for everything, and then I kind of do this like true up to, you know, make sure the balances are okay. But that is how we set up our sinking fund. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see this very detailed you know, setup of our sinking funds. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.